Hi guys! Welcome po sa ating channel, Hugot Sipnayan. Ito nga po pala Sir Jayvee. At welcome po sa Quick Math. So para po sa ating discussion for today guys, we're going to discuss about the second topic for grade 9, which is solving quadratic equation by factoring. So ang ating objective guys is solve quadratic equation by factoring and to apply different patterns in factoring. This is part of grade 9 first quarter. Let's have our quick discussion on factoring guys. Now, ano nga ba muna yung quadratic function bago tayo mag-factoring? Ang quadratic function or ngayon ay equation ay galing sa word na quad. Quadratic comes from the word quad, means square. Because quadratic equation is a polynomial equation where the variable in the second degree. At narito siya sa form na ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Where a, b, and c are real numbers and a will never be equal to 0. Now, masasabi mo lang guys na quadratic equation siya kapag ang highest exponent ng ating variable ay 2. At dapat po lagi siyang 2. Now, para po dun sa mga hindi po nakakaalam kung ano yung quadratic equation, I make some video about quadratic equation, which is yung video na nauna dito. Hanapin nyo po ang link noon sa ating description para po ninyo makita. Now guys, merong tatlong paraan para isimplify o isolve ang ating quadratic equation. We have factoring, completing the square, and through quadratic formula. Now, ang tawag guys sa pag-solve ng roots, zeros, or solution set ng mga variable ng isang quadratic equation ay yung tatlong process na to. Now, pag kinuha mo guys yung value ng kanilang variable, automatic, pag sinabi sa inyo ng teacher na get the value of the variable, that make the statement true, solve for the roots, solve for the zero, or solve for the solution set, matik guys, isang proseso lang ang binabanggit nun. Yun yung pag-simplify ng ating quadratic equation. Which is, itong ang tatlong process na to. Okay? Now, ang i-focus natin guys ay yung first step natin, which is factoring. Now, kung kayo po ay familiar sa ating video na ginawa last year guys, so alam ko na magagawa nyo po itong mga given item na ibibigay natin. Pero recall muna natin guys, what is factoring? Ang factoring guys ay process na kung saan we determine what we multiply to get a given quantity. In short, factoring is just getting the factor. Para siyang sa process, siya po yung division. Samantala yung isa naman guys is the multiplication. Example guys, ang product and factor. Sa number or sa constant, we have 18. Ang factors niya guys, o isa sa factor niya ay 9 times 2. Ang 34 ay may factor na 17 times 2. Ang 2ab ay pwede mong i-factorin into 2 times a times b. Samantalang x squared minus 36 ay pwede mo sa x plus 6x minus 6. At yung x squared plus 10x plus 25 ay x plus 5x plus 5. So, ibig sabihin guys, so sinabing product, ito yung nakukuha mo pag ikay nag-multiply. At pag sinabing factor, ito yung kailangan i-multiply para makuha mo yung product. In short, factoring means we're trying to expand our equation by getting the factor. O yung dalawang equation na yung multiply para makuha yung product. Now guys, ito yung mga special type ng product at factoring na kailangan mong intindihin o alalahanin para ma-solve mo yung mga item na to. At ito guys yung kailangan mong pag-aralan para automatic hindi mo magiging problema yung quadratic equation in terms of factoring. Now guys, hindi ko na ituturo sa inyo guys yung step by step how are we going to factor this, but we're going to have some recall. Okay, one by one, re-recall po natin to. At guys, ito po discuss ko na on my video. I'm going to post the link of all these items sa ating description para makita nyo po at siyempre maunawaan. Ito guys, yung factoring greatest common monomial, factoring quadratic expression, yung ating general quadratic equation, product of sum and difference, at saka po product of square of binomial or Sabihin ito yung factor ng square of binomial. So ito guys ang kailangan nyo alamin kasi ito lang pong apat na to ang nagfo-fall ng under ng quadratic. So kung napansin nyo guys, yung mga product natin is also mga factor. So we're going to discuss them each isa-isa para mas maintindihan nyo. At syempre yung mga simple technique man lang may share ko sa inyo. Now let's start with the special product which is finding the greatest or most common factor. Greatest na, most pa. Now, we have x squared plus 10x. Kung napansin niyo, ang factor niya ay x quantity x plus 10. Ang ginamit kasi guys dyan ay distribution method. Kung saan ginamit ito yung law ng greatest common monomial tsaka yung law of exponent. Kung saan pag nagdi-divide guys sa exponent, naglabas ka ng isang variable, babawasan mo yung exponent base dun sa given item. So, kung x squared plus 10x siya, may isang x quantity x plus 10. 3x squared plus 6x, may isang 3x quantity x plus 2. We have a squared plus 10a, that will become a quantity a plus 10. 4b squared plus 8b equal to 4b, b plus 2. In short, x times x is x squared. 10x divided by x ay 10. Ang ginawa dito, common kasi dito guys ay x. Common dito ay 3x. Common dito ay a. Common dito ay 4b. After mong makuha yung common, divide mo sa isa-isa't isa. Yun yung matitira sa parenthesis. And that's how we try to factor them out. Simple lang yung guys. Kailangan alamin mo yung common sense mo at intindihin mo kung ano yung greatest common factor doon sa given item natin. No need for you to do harsh thing about this one. Ang technique diyan guys, kalimitan kapag greatest common factor, wala yung constant. Tinatanggal nila yung constant. Automatic greatest common factor yan pag walang constant. Okay? Gets mo yun? So that will be the first technique natin. Ang next technique natin guys, ay tinatawag nating factoring general trinomial or quadratic expression. Now, ang technique na tinuro ko nun sa video natin ay AC test. Kapag yung A is more than 1, pag 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mo, sobra pa, kaya di pa gamitin yun. Pwede kayo guys na maggawa ng general technique. Okay, ito yung technique dito guys. Yung middle value nito, dapat siya yung sum ng product nung last item nito. Example nito, ang given natin ay negative 10. Okay, siya yung last term natin ha. Pag kinuha mo yung factor niyan, kailangan mas malaki yung absolute value ng negative kaysa sa positive. Anong factor ng negative 10 ang maglalabas ng negative 3 na sum? Doon pumasok guys yung negative 5 at positive 2. Pag multiply mo, negative 10 yan. Pag inad mo, negative 3. At yun po yung simple technique noon. This will be applied with the next item. Negative 6, positive 2. Pag multiply mo yan, negative 12. Pero pag inad mo, negative 4. Okay? So dito, isa ba? Negative 24. 24, tsaka negative x. Pag yan ay inad mo, positive 10. Pero pag multiply mo, negative 24. Okay? Now, sir, may technique po ba dito? Ang ginagawa ko usually dyan, trial and error. Pero may AC test tayo, which can be used with that item. Okay? So, simpleng technique lang, but very, very, very essential kapag kayo ay nagdi-deals with general trinomial. Okay? Ang next item natin, guys, ay tinatawag nating square root of each term to make the sum and difference pattern. Ito po ay under ng product of sum and difference of 2 square. Kung napapansin niyo, pag ito po yung given, quadratic tong una, wala yung middle value. At so, automatic guys, minus yan. Tapos ipansin nyo perfect square yung ating sumunod na item, o yung square ng sumunod nating item, o yung last term niya, automatic guys. So automatic guys, bahagi yan ng tinatawag nating product of sum and difference. So ang gagawin nyo dyan, kukunin nyo guys yung square root ng first term, tapos square root ng second term, tapos ang gagawin nyo guys, gagawin nyo siyang sum at difference nung dalawang square root nila. So, pagpapartnerin mo lang siya, isang plus, isang minus. So ganyan lang po yung technique doon para madali nyo masagutan tulad ng mga given item dito sa ating example. Next is the square of binomial. Dito kayo guys, sa factoring nila, ang tawag po sa product natin ay perfect square trinomial. So, under siguro sa multiplication, yung square of binomial na sinasabi. Get the square root of the first and last term and test the factor of the middle term if there falls in if the middle term of the quadratic must be twice their product. Example, tulad ng ginawa natin sa product of sum and different. Square root nito, square root nito, square root nito, square root nito. Square root nito, square root nito, square root nito, square root nito. At itetest niyo yung gitna kung tatama po ba. Square nito x, square nito 25, 5. Tama. Dapat po, kung ito ay multiply natin, dapat po siya ay magiging x minus 5, x minus 5. Okay, guys, so, ibig sabihin, since ito ay negative, negative siya dapat. So, 5 times 2, 10. Very good, tama. Now, 10, positive 10, negative 10, negative 10. So, ito po ay negative 20x. So, definitely, that is negative, negative, automatic. Yan po yung sagot. So, 10 times 2 is 20. X minus 4, x minus 4, 4 times 2, 8x. So, automatic guys, yan po ay tama po sa gitna. Okay, basta yung last term, pag multiply mo sa 2, dapat lalabas yung middle term. At yun po yung technique for square of binomial. Now, under guys, ng roots of quadratic equation, ang solution roots or solution set ng quadratic equation ay yung mga values sa mga variable that will make the quadratic equation true. At guys, yung mga process na tinatawag doon, root, zero, solution set, ay yung factoring, including the square at saka quadratic formula. Now, under ng factoring guys, yung tinatawag na zero property. Na kung saan guys, yung factor ng ating mga given item ay kailangan mo equate sa zero. Sinasabi nga doon, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Automatic, dapat yung factor guys ay one of them should be 0 para automatic maging true siya. At yun nga po yung ginagawa natin dito. So, given those item guys, so we're going to equate both of the factors into 0 para ma-solve natin ang ating quadratic equation. Example. So, x plus the root 1 times the quantity x plus root 2 equals to 0. Then, x plus root 1 must be 0 and also x plus root 2 will be equal to 0. Ibig sabihin guys, ang root ng quadratic equation ay laging dalawa. Dalawa po lagi ang sagot niyan. Hindi po iisa, hindi po maaari yon. Sa problem solving pwede na isa lang, pero lagi po dalawa ang value ng x. Okay? Try natin. We have x squared plus 10x equals to 0. So, ano tong factoring to guys? Very good. Yan po ay greatest common monomial. Ibig sabihin, pag binaktor mo yan, magiging siyang x quantity x plus 10 is equals to 0. And definitely, that will become x equals to 0 and x plus 10 equals to 0 or x equals to 0 or x equals to negative 10. So, ibig sabihin, ang value ng ating item ay 0 at saka negative 10. At para malaman nyo guys, kung tama yan, try nyo substitute. 0 squared plus 10 times 0 equals to 0. O, 0 plus 0 will become 0. Ito naman ay negative 10. Negative 10 squared is 100. 100 plus 10 times negative 10 is 100. 100 minus 100 is equals to 0. I-substitute nyo guys yung ating value ng x para malaman nyo kung tama po siya. So, ibig sabihin, after natin siyang i-factor, equal mo lang sa 0. Lipat ka lang lipat. Lipat, change the sign. Matik, may sagot ka na. Another thing, x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals to 0. That's definitely x minus 5, x plus 2 equals to 0. So, may siyang x minus 5 equals to 0 at saka x plus 2 equals to 0. Ilipat sa kabilang side, babaguhin mo ang sign, syempre. Yung negative 5 magiging positive 5, yung positive 2 magiging negative 2. At iyon po ang ating kasagutan. Okay? Try nyo guys substitute yung 5 at negative 2. Sigurado po kung yan po ay mag-equal sa 0. At ganun po siya i-solve. At yan yung paraan guys para malaman natin na tama ang ating mga sagot. Okay? Any question guys? So I hope guys you learned something from this video. Ito nga po pala yung other example natin. We have x squared minus 25. So factor natin x plus 5, x minus 5. So, both of them will be equal to 0. Magiging tayong negative 5 at saka positive 5. Tignan nyo. Negative 5 squared, 25 minus 25, 0. 5 squared, 25, 25 minus 25, 0. Automatic, 0 lagi sagot. Kaya sir, anong dapat alamin natin dito na? Anong dapat naming alamin para matuto kami? Kailangan guys, matuto kayo mag-factor. Yun lamang po. Pag natuto kayo mag-factor at equal sa 0, napakasisiw lang ito sa inyo guys. Napakadali lang po. Okay? Isa pa, x squared minus 10x plus 25 equals to 0. Definitely meron tayong x minus 5, x minus 5. X minus 5 equals to 0, x minus 5 equals to 0. Automatic, 5 ang sagot natin. Okay? At ganun guys kasimple kung paano isolve to using factoring. Okay? So para maintindihan natin whether you understand our topic for this video guys, I'm going to give you this item. These two items, good for 3 minutes. So anong gagawin nyo guys? Find the 0, the solution set, or the value that will make the statement true. And that will be good for 3 minutes guys. So good luck guys and don't forget to have fun guys. So timer start now. Okay guys, time's up. Let's try to check your work. And para po sa inyong naging sagot, that will become this item. For the first item, it will become negative 7 and 8. Tama ba sagot ninyo? Yan po yung process natin. Tingnan nyo mabuti ha. And the other one will become 0 and 4. And I hope guys, nakuha nyo po yung sagot ninyo. Sana pares po ba yung sagot ninyo? I hope so. Sana po nakuha ninyo. And that is guys how we solve for the roots, zeros or solution set of a quadratic equation using factoring. So, sana po supportahan niyo po ako on our next video about completing the square and quadratic formula. This is Sir Jayvee from Hugot Sipnayan. God bless po, ingat. See you again guys on our next video. Mabuhay po kayo lahat.